Hello students, welcome back. In the previous videos we have done about the multiplication, addition, subtraction of integers. Now today we will discuss some points related to division of integers. So division of integers, division is nothing, it is the inverse of multiplication. So division is inverse of multiplication. Now for this, because we know that 2 multiply 3 equals to 6. This is multiplication, that 2 multiply 3 equals to 6. Now this same can be written as 6 divided by 2 equals to 3, or say 6 divided by 3 equals to 2. So you can see here that the same division which is there, we have written it in form of division. So they are just, we say that they are inverse of it. Now here there are a few points which you have to keep in mind when we are dividing the integers. Because integers, you know that they will be negative also and they are positive also. So first of all, the number which we divide, that is the dividend. The number by which we divide it, that is the divisor. Like 6 divided by 2. Now 6 is being divided, so this is dividend. 2, we are dividing 6 by 2, so this 2 becomes divisor. So dividend and divisor, and then the result which we get, that we call it as quotient. So when 6 is divided by 2, we get 3. So 3 is the quotient. Means the number which we divide, that is dividend. The number by which we are dividing, that is divisor, and the result which we get, that is quotient. So this is there. Now let me explain you how and what things you have to keep in mind. Suppose your dividend is a positive integer. Your dividend is a positive integer and you are dividing it by a positive integer. Means both dividend and divisor, they are positive. Then in that case your quotient will also be positive. For example, say 8 divided by 4. 8 is positive, 4 is positive, and when you divide it, the result which you get, that is also positive. So if dividend and divisor both are positive, the quotient will be positive. Similarly, if the dividend is negative, divisor is negative, both dividend and divisor, they both are negative, then also the quotient will be positive. Means the same, if suppose instead of 8 it is minus 8 and you are dividing by 4, instead of 4 we take it minus 4. So minus 8 divided by minus 4 will also give you plus 2. So this keep in mind, if both the dividend and divisor they are positive or negative, the result will always be positive. So in this case, we can add up like this also. We can conclude it in this way, that A divided by B is same as minus A divided by minus B. Okay, so this is the conclusion which we get. You can see here 8 divided by 4 or minus 8 divided by minus 4. Both give you the same quotient. So these two are equal. Now if positive dividend is there you are having a dividend positive and you are dividing it by a negative divisor. Positive dividend divided by negative divisor, your quotient will always be negative. It is to be negative, nothing to do whether the positive integer is a greater numerical or negative integer is a greater numerical, nothing to do. If you divide a positive integer by a negative integer, your quotient will always be negative. For example, 8 divided by minus 4 will give you minus 2 as the quotient. On the other hand, if your dividend is negative and your divisor is positive, means you are dividing a negative integer with a positive integer, in that case also your quotient will be negative. The quotient will again be negative, like minus 8 divided by 4. If minus 8 is divided by 4, then also you get minus 2 as the quotient. So here, what do we conclude from this? From this, we conclude that minus A divided by B is same as A divided by minus B. So these two will be the same. You will get the same quotient. Other than this, there is more which is to be kept in mind while dividing it. The simple one, the point is that if you are having any integer, say A, and you divide it by 1. A is a integer. It can be positive, it can be negative. Whenever you divide it by 1, your quotient will always be the integer itself. Like 4 divided by 1 will give you 4, and if it is minus 5 divided by 1, this will also give you minus 5. So if you are dividing any integer by 1, you will get back the same integer. So this is one point which is to be kept. Next, and the confusing one, if you are dividing 0 by any integer, if you divide 0 by any integer, the result will always be 0. Like 4 divided by 0 divided by 4 is 0, and even 0 divided by minus 5 is also 0. But this you have to keep in mind that this is only applicable until and unless A is an integer other than 0. Means the number by which you are dividing, that should not be equal to 0. Like 0 divided by 0. If you are dividing 0 with 0, it is not equal to 0. It will be not defined. You cannot divide 0 with 0. We will say that it is not defined. Similarly, any integer divided by 0 is not defined. If you are dividing any integer by 0, it will always be not defined. Like 4 divided by 0, minus 5 divided by 0, or any other. All these will be not defined. So this is what we have to keep in mind while dividing with 0 and while dividing 0. If 0 is divided by any integer, the result will be 0. If any integer is divided by 0, then it is not defined, and even 0 divided by 0 is not defined. So hope these points, if you keep in mind, it will help you a lot in division of integers. And just as homework, you try out your exercise 1.4 and solve the questions 1 and 3. First and the third question you try to solve it. They are based on the divisions only, and we'll meet in the next class. Till then, have a nice day. Thank you all. Jai Hind.